Welcome to 2009 Yard Hunt. This is Nightmare Off Elm. I'll give you a daytime version of what happens at night. This right here is the guillotine. Squirts out blood out of his neck at night with lights, strobe lights. This is a pneumatic hangman. When you come by and hit the sensor, he starts thrashing. This is the dead man rotisserie. He actually turns, and I have an additive in my fog to make it smell like dead skin, burnt skin actually. This is what I call the dead zone. This is all different way to kill people, and there's a stockade in the back. This right here is a way to stretch a man out, and that is a Bucky skeleton that I corpseified his face. And then we continue to walk on this side. We come to a snake that actually squirts out water out of its mouth. And there's a sensor that I made for it. And this is a 5-foot spider that actually jumps 5 foot out when you hit the sensor pad here at nighttime. And then we come in front of the garage, and I turn the whole garage into a castle with a working door. This panel here is for a drop panel. Somebody hides behind it and moves the plastic. This guy here actually talks. It's 2-axis, moves side to side and moves his mouth. He tells you that you can't go in the castle because the castle's closed. If you go in, you're gonna look like this guy in this coffin that actually squirts blood out, and he jumps up and down. And this is the door. Actually, this is how I get in and out of the garage. This window here, I have a TV with a DVD set up inside with terror eyes, and they just look back and forth. Really gives it a great effect. And then up top, I have lights and strobe lights on it. Now we come over to this side. This is where we go into the cemetery side, but this is Singing Pumpkins. I have 3 different songs that they sing. This is a scarecrow with a pumpkin that squirts out blood out of his mouth that recycles. And then we'll come into the cemetery. This is actually a witch that stirs and also has a motion sensor with a soundboard inside. This tells a story to you. And then we continue. This is another guy that talks, tells about the graveyard. If you continue to go through the graveyard, something will happen. Again, this is just a single access. It talks, moves its mouth. Here is a moving grave that I created. The sensor's right here. So when you hit the sensor, the grave moves. Actually, the tombstone moves back and forth too. I tied an end to it, so it works real good. This is kind of an overview of the whole graveyard. The back window up top actually has a projector inside and plays a DVD on it, so it's animated. In this window over here, at nighttime when you'll see, there's a crank ghost in that window. And now we can continue on. This is the ground breaker. When you hit the sensor here, it actually thrashes, which I'm sure you've all seen on YouTube and some other places. It has 2 cylinders in it. It actually talks too. And we continue. Another column. Beware a dog. No dog yet. This is another tombstone that actually sets up and talks. And here's the inner workings of some of what goes on in the plastics here where the soundboards are. This column here, this is the last column before we turn the corner. It actually, when you hit the sensor pad, it jumps up, talks, smoke comes out, and then I'll give you a view, a front view of the columns and of the cemetery. We'll walk over here to the other side so we can see more. Have fog machines set up and all over. The gravekeeper, he actually moves his arm back and forth. And we continue on, just some static props here. Right here as we walk, when I walk the people through, I have an ankle tickler set up with pneumatics. There's a sensor for it, so when you come by, the whips start going back and forth, make the people jump. And again, some more static props that I created. This here is a new pneumatic. When you hit a sensor, it comes down and it gets right in your face. Works out very well. Actually, looks like I just broke his head. So I'm going to hit to fix that because I don't know what happened. And we continue on right toward the end. And through our whole haunt at nighttime, we have a lot of actors that are all over. So it really gives a great effect. This is something I created this year, the live animal, which is creating a beast. But what I did was the top has a cylinder on it, bounces up and down. The crate has 2 cylinders on the bottom, moves back and forth. Then there's a fog machine, a red light, sound, and then the front 2 doors open up, and then also the beast comes out. So it does 7 different sequences. Took me quite a while to build it this summer, but it works really good and it's a great effect. And continue on. If we go inside here, this guy right here, actually he spins his head 360 when he's running. And again, this is just the inside the graveyard. Here's a half coffin. I didn't get time to get a pneumatic in it, but I did put a red light and put the head inside with 2 hands. Here's the witch that stirs the cauldron. That's a close-up of her cauldron. And that's my haunt for 2009. The video for nighttime will be out probably in a couple days, and you can see it at night. And see everybody later.